Number 7 seed Memphis, number 2 seed UCF is coming up next. Welcome to our set. Sean Salisbury with the Queens of the Circle, Georgina Corrick, Allison Kime with us. Wow, we were waiting 4 innings for something to get going after that great pitcher's duel, and by the slimmest of margins, the Golden Hurricane advance.
Welcome back to the ESPN Wide World of Sports. The Blues Brothers, Sean Salisbury, Chris Williams with you tonight. You ready to see the results of our first preseason poll?
Let's get it.
We're broadcasting tonight from the ESPN Wide World of Sports studios at the beautiful Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Super excited to be here with you tonight with basketball season right around the corner. I'm your host this evening, Sean Salisbury. And remember, fans, you can follow along tonight on Twitter at MAAC Hoops, as well as your favorite school's social media to see additional coverage on tonight's show. Welcome back to the MAAC Basketball Preseason Awards Show. I'm Sean Salisbury, and this is Manhattan Hall of Famer and MAAC legend himself, Chris Williams.
Sean Salisbury, Georgina Corrick, Allison Kime with you, and I know at least one UCF alum here is happy. You were on the edge of your seat for a little bit in those first couple innings.
I was.
That dugout was pretty much silent, and then, boom, it was just in one snap. The game seemed to shift, and a couple of big plays strung together is what really got UCF cooking.
And sometimes it takes a gutsy play like this. You have to keep it going that way.
And then in the 6th inning, that's where UCF finally got on top. A big rally where they batted around first with the leadoff double. And then if you had to guess who would be the hero today, how long would it take you to get to Jasmine Williams? A season-high 3 runs batted in, including this 2-run bomb that was the difference. You made me think of one of my favorite John Wooden quotes. Little things make big things happen, and in a game separated by such small margins, Tulsa comes out on top. Still about 20 minutes away from the start of game number 2 of our tripleheader, UCF and Memphis coming up soon. Now let's look at the bats, because this UCF team is riding in hot. 10 straight wins, 17 of the last 18, and you can pick so many great bats in this lineup, but Shannon Doherty is a player that knows how to elevate her game.
Her offensive power behind her.
Yeah, that's why I said elevate, because, it's the double
elevate
meaning
and
there.
celebrate,
Yeah.
the well-known phrase for home run hitters.
21 minutes out from USF ECU. Gabriella Nori will get the start today for the Bulls, a team that is 28-11 at this park this year. Just incredible numbers from this team. And there were so many question marks going into this year, guys. How they were going to place not just their ace, but 2 starters in the infield too. And over the course of 3 months, they've answered a lot of those questions and had a great season. Number to watch today for the ECU offense, 4. When they score at least 4 runs in a game, they're 22-3 this year. Got to find a way to get runners on base and bring them in. This game coming up in just under 15 minutes. Can Cindy help spring ECU into the semifinals? We'll find out later here in Tampa.
Thanks so much, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow in the semis.
Thank you.
Total team effort in the win for UCF. The Knights go 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That was the difference, especially in those late innings. And again, like you guys were just talking about, it's a number of different players stepping up like you need in May. Well, I know you guys were in some heavy regionals in your careers at UCF and USF, so walk us through it. How do you not get too high, too low, especially if you lose that first day and you're already on the brink of elimination? Mm-hmm. Let's break down the play that really sealed this win for Tulsa. The 7th inning started with a Mackenzie Denson leadoff single through that 5-6 hole, and then advanced to second on a stolen base. What did you guys see there on a bit of an awkward play?
Sean, back to you.
110 pitches for the workhorse. I know that makes you two so happy to see. And what is so good about a pitcher where they can come out and say, I didn't have my best stuff, but you know what, we found a way to win. A 16-2 conference record, just consistency across the board for 3 months. What do people maybe not understand about how hard that is for a team to stay locked in for so long? All right, base running. I know you guys talking about being such a key. Those 60 feet get so much smaller as we move into tournament play and conference and NCAA next week. What were your big takeaways from what Coach said about that?
What a year it was for MAAC Hoops, but we know that was then and this is now. We are here to get you up to date on everything this upcoming season. After the break, we'll announce the preseason All-MAAC third and second teams. Still plenty more to come on the MAAC Basketball Preseason Show. The Rider Broncs were picked third, a team that really starts and ends with All-MAAC guard Dwight Murray Jr. Coach, once again, you are really testing your team in the non-conference schedule. Just 2 home games and 7 neutral site games at 5 different locations. What are you hoping to learn about this year's team once you get into MAAC play in January?
I'm trying to take the Gonzaga model of non-conference basketball.
New to the conference, the Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers are predicted to finish in 8th place. Don't sleep on them, Chris. They've been to the big dance back-to-back years. The defending MAAC champions, the Fairfield Stags, were voted 4th in the poll. They finished 19-1 in conference play last year and still returned 2 starters from that team. Coach, back at the top of the preseason poll once again, you returned 6 of your 8 core players from last year. It seems like a luxury in college basketball to have that type of returning production. Where are you with this group right now? What are you excited most about after how last year ended? First Chris, then Jose, now Didi. I feel like I'm getting cornered by Jaspers on this preview show. Did you have a hand in any of this?
#JasperFam.
Didi, congratulations once again, and thanks for taking the time to join us. Information on tickets and fan packages can be found at MAACsports.com. Chris, this is such a great experience, a great opportunity for smaller conferences like the MAAC and ASUN. What are you hoping they get out of this experience?
Hey Dolphins fans, Sean Salisbury here with this week's Fins preview. This weekend, JU hits the road to go up north to North Carolina to face Davidson in the first PFL road game of the season. Now in years past, that game might as well have been an open date on the schedule for the Dolphins, but with a new first-year head coach, even JU's Ian Shields is on high alert with the new Wildcat rebuild. Davidson just snapped a 17-game losing skid in the PFL last week with a win at Valpo. Now on the JU sideline following a loss to Drake here at home, their focus going into this game is on their own sideline. Linebacker Dakota Trice says the key to a win comes down to one thing. Outside the tackles with defensive lineman Crandall Maines. But you go by Gucci Manes on Twitter. How'd you get that nickname? How about this? What emoji describes you best?
Oh, I'd say the kissy face emoji, just because, you know, I'm out here just trying to spread love, man.
Anybody you're trying to send that emoji to right now?
Oh, man.
What's the app you spend the most time on your iPhone?
I would say Facebook or Instagram.
Instagram, what's your favorite account you follow?
Pat McAfee.
Of course, Pat McAfee, right on brand for this guy. You never know if you can trust college kickers, but I think this guy checks off all the boxes. Javier Arce Ramirez, hoping to kick a game winner for the Dolphins later this year.